Today, we're diving into one of my favorite topics, what you need to know before buying a waterfront home in Cocoa Beach or Merritt Island, Florida. If you're dreaming of home on the water, maybe you picture dolphins in your backyard or boating to dinner. This video is going to be your complete guide well over the real-life challenges, questions to ask, and mistakes to avoid when buying waterfront property, especially on the Florida Space Coast. No sales talk, no fluff, just honest information from someone who's spent years helping clients navigate seawalls, insurance, canals, and everything in between. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk about what it really takes to buy smart when the backyard is water. The number one concern for most buyers and the most expensive to fix is property structure, especially anything that touches the water. Let's start with seawalls. A seawall protects your land from erosion and rising tides. If it fails, it can cause thousands in damage, and replacing one can easily cost $30,000 to $50,000 or more depending on the size and materials. When you're buying, always ask for seawall inspection reports. Look for cracks, bowing, even minor leaning could mean serious structural issues. If the home has a dock, verify that it's properly permitted and built to code. Ask about maintenance history. Has it been pressure washed, redecked, or had pilings replaced? Docks and boat lifts can age faster than most buyers realize because of constant saltwater exposure. Then there's canal depth and bridge clearance. This is especially important if you're a boater. Some Merritt Island canals, like those off Sykes Creek, offer deep water access to the Banana River. Others, near Cocoa Beach, may have shallow or tidal water, which can limit when or what you take out. Finally, review the roof, window type, and construction materials. Homes built after 2002 follow Florida's updated hurricane codes, meaning impact-rated windows, reinforced roofs, and better wind resistance. Not only does that protect your home, but it also lowers your insurance premium. Waterfront homes are beautiful, but they can come with extra costs that new buyers often underestimate. Let's talk about the three big ones: insurance, maintenance, and hidden fees. Insurance first. Premiums have gone up across Florida, and waterfront properties often see the highest increases. What most people don't realize is that your flood insurance cost is based on your elevation, distance from the water, and flood zone, not just your address. Ask the seller for their elevation certificate and current policy declarations page. That'll give you a clear picture of what you might pay for insurance. Homes in flood zone X may not even require flood insurance, while A and E zones often do. Next, maintenance. Salt air corrosion affects everything. Metal fixtures, AC units, outdoor furniture, even paint. Regular pressure washing and protective coatings are key. Dock upkeep, pest control, pool cleaning, it all adds up. I tell clients to budget an extra 1% to 2% of their home's value per year for coastal maintenance. Then there are community or HOA fees. In some of Merritt Island neighborhoods like Harbor Point or Sunset Lakes, the HOA covers seawall or marina maintenance. Others might have shared dock access or canal dredging fees. Always review those documents before you buy. The goal isn't to scare you off, it's to help you plan realistically. Waterfront life is worth it when you know what to expect. Next, let's talk about legal and environmental factors, because waterfront property isn't just about what's on land, it's also about what's below the waterline. You'll hear the term riparian rights a lot. In Florida, that means you have the right to access, boat, swim, or reasonably use the water next to your property, but you don't own the water or the submerged land underneath it. That's important because it affects what you can build or modify. Want to add a boat lift, replace a seawall, or trim mangroves for your better view? You'll likely need permits from the Florida Department of Environmental Protection or local municipality. Ignoring this process can lead to hefty fines or even having to remove the unpermitted structure. Then there's navigable water access. Bridge height and canal depth can dramatically change the home's value. For example, some bridges near Sykes Creek Parkway are too low for sailboats or cabin cruisers. If you dream of taking your boat to the Intercoastal Waterway or out to the ocean, Confirm that access before you buy. Legal research and due diligence here are essential. That's why working with an experienced waterfront specialist along with marine inspector or survey is worth every penny. Here's why emotions meet logistics. Many people buy waterfront because of a feeling. Tranquility, sunsets, that sense of being close to nature. But lifestyle expectations can differ from reality. For example, a canal front home might offer calm water and privacy, but not a wide river view. A banana river home has incredible views, but may see more boat traffic, wind exposure, and high insurance costs. If boating is your priority, make sure the canal depth fits your boat. Some are no-wake zones or brackish, meaning limited, deeper drafts. If your goal is serenity, consider where short-term rentals are allowed, since nightly Airbnbs nearby can change the vibe quickly. When I consult with buyers, I ask about their day-to-day vision. Do you want to kayak at your sunrise? Park your boat at a restaurant? Host big gatherings? Your answers determine which part of Merritt Island or Cocoa Beach is best for you because each neighborhood has its own personality. Location is everything, especially on the Space Coast, but every stretch of waterfront comes with trade-offs. Homes closer to the ocean, like in Cocoa Beach, offer incredible views and breezes, but are more exposed to salt air and flooding. Further inland on Sykes Creek or Newfound Harbor, you'll find calmer water, deeper canals, and often lower insurance rates. Another big factor is bridge clearance. Low bridges can limit boat height, which might be fine for small center consoles, but impossible for sailboats. Always measure or confirm your route to open water. Finally, balance proximity to amenities. Even when you live on the water, you'll still want quick access to restaurants, schools, and shopping. Homes near 520 Causeway, Minuteman Causeway, or Pineda Causeway often offer the best blend. Waterfront living with easy mainland access. There's no right or wrong, just trade-offs. The goal is to find your version of waterfront living that fits both lifestyle and budget. Buying a waterfront home can be emotional, and that's okay. I work with a lot of buyers relocating from out of the state, people who've dreamt about living near the water their whole lives. But when they start comparing flood zones, insurance, and maintenance, it can get overwhelming. There's also fear of buying the wrong property. Two homes can look identical online, but have completely different water depths, restrictions, or flood risks. That's why asking the right questions up front matters so much. And then there's the dream versus reality balance. Waterfront life truly is special. Sunsets on your dock, dolphins in your canal, boating to dinner, but it's also about responsibility, caring for your seawall, budgeting for insurance, and respecting the environment. I always tell clients, don't let fear stop you. Just make sure you're informed. The more you understand, the more peace of mind you'll have once you find the right property. If you're starting your search for a waterfront home, here's a checklist to guide you through the process. Get pre-approved with flood insurance in mind. Not every lender finances the same way in high-risk zones. Work with a waterfront inspector. They'll examine seawalls, docks, and drainage, things a standard inspection may miss. Review permits and elevation certificates early. These documents can save you thousands in surprises. Talk to insurance agents before making an offer. Quote potential premiums in advance. Walk the property at high and low tide. You'll learn a lot about drainage and canal behavior. Understand your boating routes. Use apps or maps to confirm depth and bridge clearance. When you follow these steps, you're not just buying a home. You're protecting your investment and your lifestyle. So that's the inside look at what it really takes to buy a waterfront home in Cocoa Beach or Merritt Island. It's one of the most rewarding lifestyles you can have, but it's also one of the most misunderstood. If you found this helpful, take a second to like this video and subscribe. I post more guides on Space Coast living, local market updates, and community highlights every week. And if you're thinking about buying here, whether it's next month or next year, I'm happy to be a resource. Reach out with your questions anytime. I'm Carrie Liotta, your Space Coast Waterfront Realtor, helping you make confident, informed coastal moves.